Hey, everyone is here. It's 5 o'clock. You can ready up. Good luck. Good luck. Don't tab out whilst we're loading in, for the love of God, especially if you've got dog internet.
You guys are all bums. Ray,
Hey, shush.
Let me ready up.
If you're not ready up,
Ray's big bum.
I don't wanna feel you tonight. Got me. Got me. Can I feel you? Got me. Got
Welcome everybody to a beautiful sunny day. As we see, it's raining at Monza. This is Maverick and brought to you by Corsica Racing. Welcome everybody. This is our race 5 of the season. Oh, I don't have any sound. I don't know why. It's just a little boop. Let's see if we can bring that back. There we go. We got the sound and audio back. And welcome. Now, I hope everyone brought the rain jackets and umbrellas. This is going to be an awesome little qualifying today. Today we have, looks like we have 13 drivers that actually showed up to the race today. The rest got soaking wet and cried home. They're with their rubber duckies at home. So these are the tough drivers that are out today. Now the driving championship has moved around a bit here. As we have now is Arnold, Lehman, and Dubby taking a 1-2-3 position. But don't count out Danny Boy. Danny Boy is 25 points away from third place. But it is a close race between Arnold, Lehman, and Dubby, with only a 9-point difference between the top leaderboards. And then below that we have Maywall, Razy, Seeley, which unfortunately he has not shown up today, so he can't defend his title. And then we got Danny and Acid and Barman holding up to 10th place. Very competitive racing in the championship, but definitely the 1-2-3 is the one you want to keep an eye out for. As for the constructors' point, we have Williams at 77 and a close Alfa Romeo at 73. So that's pretty much our leaderboard. Mercedes and Ferrari take a 3-4 and Red Bull take 5th place. Unfortunately, Haas has not scored any points, but I do believe we don't even have a team Haas. They have retired for the year. So unfortunately, they're not going to get any kind of placement there. How you doing, all race fans? Glad you're from Egypt. Glad to see you. Raining there too for you? What a shame. So let's take a look here. We had our qualifying. Actually, we haven't been rolling through our drivers. It looks like Danny Boy is taking a hot lap right now, starting in the rain. We're going to have to see how that goes. And let's follow along with Danny Boy. Keep an eye on there. These our drivers are all, looks like they're on intermediates. Let's change our camera angle and take a look and see what we can come up with here to try to give us a little bit more of a detail. So it looks like, yes, I was correct. Everyone's on the intermediate. But it looks like Danny Boy has exceeded his track limits on his first attempt, so he's going to have to go back around. So Ray Z has put down a 130, a little banker lap there, just to kind of show what kind of pace is out there for all the other drivers. So Danny Boy's going to continue on through. Danielle has put down a 129.8. Very solid lap time, but I'm sure there's room for improvement on this. The cloud looks like it's starting to clear out, so perhaps the track may get drier as the qualifications go on. So, and then there we go. Static has put in the time. Let's just take a look. We got a Red Bull coming across, Ferrari. Looks like Acid's going to put down some time here. As he crosses the line at the 130. Seeley, oh, there he is. He has joined us for the race, so there is he can defend himself. Glad to see that racer back in true form. He did an excellent turnout on his last race. If you all joined us for that one, you would have saw a good race from him, actually. An impressive strategy, and he did make a podium win out of it. So still in the pits, we got one of the newer drivers, New Millennium, and Top Hat. Both are still in the pit, kind of figuring out the strategy. It looks like Acid has put down a faster lap time in Sector 1. But, he was just on the limits there on that one. But he's out of gas, and he spuns a little bit, recovers it. Good show. So definitely going to cost him some time on that. So let's carry on some other drivers here. We got Danny Boy's second lap. He definitely has to come in now and get some new tires on that. And we got Top Hat that's pulled out of the pits. He's just coming through the first end of sector, making room for the Mercedes W. W's on the hot lap. Nope, it's Rocco. Is that Rocco that's flying past him? Yes, Rocco flew past him. So Rocco's trying to put in a faster time. It's a little tricky with the rain. You definitely don't want to spin out. So this may cause havoc for a lot of drivers. So far, we haven't had too many yellow sectors. So it's a good show so far. There we go. He puts down a solid fast lap on the second sector. Definitely looks like the track is starting to dry a little bit here and there, but still a lot of rain on the track. So it's still coming down pretty hard for everyone out there. Coming around the final corner, feathering up gas and just trying to get the right now, and just steps on it on the final sector of it. Goes across the line and doesn't improve. He actually was very bang on. And is he going for another second hot lap? He potentially can be going for it. Let's see how it goes through this sector. Feathering that really well. We'll have to come back to him after and see how he improves on this. Let's take a look to see where Arnold is actually again. Couldn't put down a good, this is his last second lap. So, and it looks like Dubby has improved his time past Rocco, and now he gathers himself for the second fastest lap with his teammate. So he's coming down, final corner, banks that right good and tight, feathers that car, running it right down to the fine line. Does he improve? He improves himself and takes provisional pole. Mercedes takes provisional pole. Who called that one? Who knew? So there we go. So far we got on Dubby's, I do believe this is the second pair of tires he's been on. So now he's going to go cruising into it. But I'm sure the track is going to get a little drier. So we're going to have to see. This race could change. This quality could change in the last 5 minutes of the race. So drivers who yet put in the time is New Million, Top Hat. Top Hat again sees his limit. He's going for a second round, and we got New Million who's on a hot lap right now. So this is one of our newer drivers. Let's take a look and see how his pace is doing compared to the rest. Touching those curbs really well, coming through the corners. keeping on the dry line, not extending himself too much on that corner, but still well solid pace. He doesn't want to exceed those track limits. Those are the bane of most drivers on this one. You go too fast and you can exceed those limits. Mounts those curbs just right, puts the gas to it, just keeps it within the track limits. Final sector, trying to just make up as much time as he can. Looking like he has a strong pace on this. Not provisional like, but he's definitely going to place himself mid of the pack. Coming through. You see a Red Bull spun out there, and there we go, 7th place. So, was that Harvey that was spun out on that one? Yes, it was. See, we saw him spin out, and he goes back into the pit. He must have damaged it. He was just about to start a hot lap. That's a disappointment for his tires. He's going to have to do a little bit of repair, gather his thoughts, and try to get an improved time. This definitely was a banker's lap for him, but there's definitely more room in the Red Bull team to get up in the fields. We got FHB. FHB is running low. He got a little damage on him, actually, it looks like. Not sure. We could actually see there's an X on his engine. So it's hard to say if he actually has a little damage to his wing or not. But he's pushing it. It doesn't seem like he's really on a solid hot lap to me, so we may move on. Let's just keep an eye on him. He's definitely giving a little bit of a draft for the driver behind. But he's not heading for the pits. He definitely wants to try to improve, so he feels that he has. And he has improved his time. He improved the time by 0.4, which pushed him up to 4th place. So that's a good solid lap. Not sure where that engine light, I do believe, might have been his brakes. He's running those brakes very hot. That's the little X we see on the bottom right hand side. So he must be running those brakes. And there goes his fuel gauge. So definitely the end of his lap. He's running low on fuel. So Rocco on brand new tires. This is his actually hot lap he's just started. A little bit of a spin there, but he recovers it. Might cost him a few seconds there, but he's definitely not going to really affect his time too much. He has gained a bit of time on that, 0.1, but he definitely needs to improve more if he wants to be provisional pole. This is definitely not the pace for him. As he rounds out, comes through that corner, his second sector, where everyone has a hard time, goes down the long straight DRS zone. Let's see how his time improves. Will he pick up more time during that sector? Slightly a little bit faster, but not enough to get it. This is going to put him up to at least 3rd place if he's fortunate. But I think he's going to be able to get leapfrog past Arnold on this one. He's running down final sector, coming around that long turn corner. I don't even know what the name of that corner is. I have to look that up. And comes across the checkered line. And he does. He leapfrog over tops Arnold. Just enough time to get over that. But still, definitely room for improvement. Look at the time. Static has put down an amazing time of 1:27.7. That is going to be a very hard number to beat. Here we go. We got Dubby. He's in the first sector starting off. A little bit of a spin out. Disappointment here on his on him. Will he have that 3? It looks like almost 3 seconds. And Static puts down it hard again. Wow, look at that driver. He's just going to be solid through this pace. Definitely locks up a little bit on the, but hopefully that doesn't affect his tires. We don't know what the weather condition is going to be for the race, but definitely a driver we're going to have to watch during the race. W definitely has to pick up some space. He's sitting in 3rd place in the Drivers' Championship, 9 points away from Arnold. So he definitely wants to try to be up there as much as he can to try to defend his position and leapfrog up to the top line. Well, let's take a look where Arnold is at. Arnold is the drivers' championship leader right now, and let's keep an eye on him as he passes through the checkered line, coming through the first chicane. Nice and easy, doesn't lock up his brakes, hits the apex pretty well, no spin out, putting down the tires, keeping it in the dry zone, and definitely making a good pace out of this one. Comes across first sector, just par on his time, so no improvement so far, but definitely there is improvement all in. He's running really lean right here. He tried to empty out his tank as much as he can, so this is his final shot. Almost exceeds that limit, just gets on the fine line of that, but he does hang it in there. A little bit of a shake up here with him, but he come down as the DRS DRS is not opened up due to the rain, of course. Shoots through the little slalom we have there in that corners in Monza and runs it straight down the pipe to the final corner. Not much of an improvement. I don't see him leapfrogging over top of FHB 13. Comes across and he just abandons his lap. He obviously didn't feel comfortable on that one. He knew he didn't have a pace that's worthy to get any further. FHB sitting in provisional third place. He's just coming out in the track, so definitely we'll keep an eye out on him. W is leaving the track, so again, another driver we're going to have to keep. But so far, Static is sitting nice and pretty. He's in the pits, watching it. Only a few more minutes left of the session. This is where people are going to start seeing the pace increase. So we got Rocco, who's exceeded his limits, so he's definitely going to kind of pick it up again. Danny improves his time, moves it up a little bit, but not much. So Danny is sitting at 6th place right now. Danielle, sorry, excuse me. Ray Z is coming down the final sector. Well, Ray Z is sitting, Ray Z right now in the Drivers' Championship. Can't find him. Oh, there he is, 6th place. So he definitely wants to gain some points on this Driver Championship. Comes across the line. Oh, it's a +9 on his, so definitely not. But he's looking to, he bailed on that, set himself up for the next round. But he's 2 laps old. He must be running out of fuel on these tires, unless he's overfueled. But you can see all the drivers on their outlap now. Let's see where W is crossing that line, so we'll watch W, and FHB's right behind him. So we'll watch the drivers in behind. Alright, there we go. So W's coming down. He does improve his time slightly. No, he doesn't. Actually, he's in the plus. A little bit of slip and slide there. Oh, driver off to the side. But it's not a red flag, it's an Alpine that was on the side. I don't see him moving, so he must have been bailed out. That might be Arnold. He might have, it's either Danny Boy or... Oh, he's moving again, so there we go. Wow, takes that line really well, but doesn't exceed that limit. Very impressive. Must be in the plus on this, so this is not his lap. Definitely for sure. But he's probably setting himself up on the next one. And Rocco has leapfrogged FHB, so will FHB FHB leapfrog back Rocco on this position? No, there we go. Done for that. Provisional poll so far, Sitter. We have Daniel. Daniel cannot advance. We have Lehman on his 2 old tires, and we have this new driver here, which has gone into the pit. Harvey and Acid. Can Acid get past 10th place? Can he? And he does. He does get 8th place. Good, solid, pushing all the other drivers down. So there's our lineup right there, actually, everybody. So Static is pole position with Mercedes on 2, 3, right behind him. FHB, Ray Z, Arnold, Danielle, who increased his lead, Acid, Lima, and New Millennium. Luminous, unfortunately, he's still in the back, but I think he might not. He has that strategy always that he works his way up. Danny Boy and Top Hat. So there's our. Just gonna take a snapshot of that. There we go. That is our race. It doesn't look like Russia Division. This doesn't look like Russia Division 2. Ha! Maybe not. My bad. Let's see if I can fix that. Oops. Junior, rookie mistake from Maverick on that one. Anyone know how to spell Monza? Joking. We're just trying to change the title here, Division 2 to Division 1. And round 5. So this is the 5th race. There's our leaderboards, if you guys can still see it. Excellent job on that. Very impressed with these drivers. Division 5. Trying to do multiple tasks at the same time. And done. All right, if everyone could just whoever's online, do me a quick favor and make sure that we have updated our stream. I apologize and thank you for letting me know there, Warlord. It was very happy to see that. Go Sebo, of course. Look at that. We have a dry condition. Definitely the gods of Formula 1 has shone upon these drivers. With dry conditions, this is going to see a huge improvement in pace. Oh, I had to take a sip there. Sorry, everybody. Mouth gets a little dry. So hopefully we can see this. The race get started here shortly. We're going to have our formation lap. Why is there black bars in the stream? Good question. I'll take a look at that. I don't see that on my end, so I'll log onto the stream, take a look, and see what you guys see. Please let me know if you see it, if any other one, if it's just a one user that sees that. So we have a 2-stop strategy. So either you're going to go for a soft to medium or soft to hard. Now I suspect a lot of drivers, depending on this track, there's going to be a few safety cars, and perhaps we will see a 2-stop strategy opposed to a 1-stop strategy. Unfortunately, there, Davis, ex-Dave, I don't see a black stripe, so I do believe it's you. I've logged onto the website and observed. So please reset, and you may clear that problem up. For the rest of those, let's get back to the racing. let's get the details here. We're not going to show that, unfortunately. We don't normally I like to show them during the quali, but not during the race to telemetry. This, like the stream, not full screen, but there's a black bar around it. It could be the resolution that you're using, not sure. I go back, but it's full screen for my end here, but we'll definitely have to look into this after the stream. Unfortunately, I cannot fix that right now, but definitely better than nothing. Let's take a look also at the tires to make sure we have all the drivers. Everyone's done fastest lap. Oh, that's not where I want. I want stops, tires. There we go. Well, interesting strategy, a lot of these drivers. Because we had intermediates, they get to choose the tires they wish to start on. So it looks like the leaders have opted for a pair of softs, but FHB and Ray Z opted for some mediums to try to extend their leads as they go into the pits. So this is going to be an interesting strategy. So it's a mix and match as we go through the field. So here we are. We're all waiting for... Let's take a look. Everyone's lining up, getting ready for the race. There's Dubby on the side of Static. We're just waiting for everything to get all straightened out in the back. It looks like all the drivers are getting ready. Don't see much of a change happening here. Oh, it looks like we have a little bit of a issue back there. I'm not sure where this driver is going. I don't even know who. So Danny Boy is doing another lap for an interesting reason. Unknown. Everyone's going to be sitting at the lap. So let's just wait to see. You can see everyone in the waiting there, waiting patiently. We're not sure what's going on here, but Danny Boy is running around. So, let's talk about the Constructors' Championship a little bit here. League announcement, we're just taking a look. Rehost. We may have to rehost this. So this may be an opportune time for me to shut down and try to figure out what we're talking about, XDavy. I'm on the phone. It's the... Let's see if Danny Boy does come back. He's still in the middle of the pack. I don't see too much, nor have I been told to stop the stream. So I am going to stay with the drivers as much as I can and keep you guys informed of what's going on. Unfortunately, the new game does have some bugs into it, but we all recognize that, and hopefully this is Danny's formation. Everyone's tires should be locked in, so no tires should be cold. And hopefully this is his, because I noticed that he didn't start. So this could be his official formation lap. Here he is. He's getting lined up. Okay, let's go up to the leaders board. And it looks like everyone's disconnected, and there we go. I have been asked to jump off. Whoops. So give me 1 second, see what's going on here. I'm going to leave that session and rejoin a new session. So X Davis, do you still see that black line with the new with the video on our pause? I hope this is going to be entertaining for you. So again, everyone, we are starting a new race, but this one's just going to be the race, no qualifications, the 27 laps. We saw a little bug in it, and we're trying to resolve that. Let me see if I can. I also have to open a file and see. I did save. There we go. Let me just take a look. I gotta go and share the information on the team standing.
Right, we've got to make the grids. Don't ready up.
30 what? Your mic is ridiculously quiet.
I apologise.
I can't hear you.
Okay.
I can see your thing, but I can't hear you.
Slight delay. We're making up the grid line right now, everybody. So if you could be patient with us, please be patient.
Do we all have to go on the same compound we started at the start of the thing?
Start whatever compound you guys want.
Yeah, free side choice.
Alright.
Not sure if you're able to hear the other drivers. They're chit-chatting with themselves.
I think everyone is here, so you can all ready up now.
We're all chit-chatting, and now I do believe we straightened out the Maverick getting a beer during the wait. I'm way ahead of you. The beer's already been beside me, dude.
Yep. So you can go on with it.
Got myself the Texas-sized Corona. All right, here we go. We're back on. And we're just loading up. There we go. Okay, so we're waiting for the drivers to join, get themselves up. We're going to do another formation lap, and hopefully, well, we don't have to worry about the tires. The tires are going to be, the drivers could change their strategy now. They have the opportune time. Unfortunately, they also could change their setups. So let's hope the honor system does hold out there with everyone. So we were going to talk about the driving standings there. So who do you think out there, fans, who's your favorite driver of the day today that you think that's going to actually take the pole position? Here we go. We started off the formation lap. Looks like everyone's in proper order and line. And everyone has taken off. We're just going to roll down the list here a little bit, making sure everyone is... Luminous takes out himself a little bit with the Millennium on the formation lap. Oh, what a disappointment. He DQs on formation. Excuse me, I do believe they took... Oh, my mistake. My mistake, everybody. Pardon. This is the race. We're racing. They didn't do a formation lap. Is this... Are we racing? I do believe this is the race 0. I can't tell. I'm baffled. I thought this was formation, but I didn't see the formation line. But it looks, maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. No, I do believe. Oh, I had a heart attack. Oh, I had a heart attack. Take a sip of beer, Maverick. Take a sip of beer. Oh, thank God. Okay. Whew. Okay, but what an unfortunate situation with Luminous and New Millennium. I'm sure there's going to be a little bit of a scrap in the drivers' meeting later. Whew! I do not want to be part of that. So the drivers are lining up. Poor Luminous, but there they are. Got their cars repaired. I do believe they get their restart. I'm not sure how that works. I got a DSQ on this, so this is going to be very interesting. This is going to be very interesting to see. Okay, 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Lights out, and away we go! And Static gets an excellent takeoff. He gets an excellent launch on this. Oh! What the heck, Static do? What the heck? Oh! 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 That's... Oh! Oh! What a mess back there! What a mess! Yellow flags all over the place in Sector 1! Multiple penalties! Ray Z looks like he's out. Acid's out. For some reason, Static still holds on, but he has some major damage going on. We got Sealy, he got some damage going on, so definitely some interesting damage going on. Do we have... Oh, I don't know what happened here. I'm locked out. I can't change my screen. Well, this happened to me before. When the driver retired, I ended up getting podium. What the hell happened? I'm going to have to rejoin a race. I'm going to have to rejoin a race under. I don't know what happened here. Well, let me reach. I think they said what the hell happened to. What the hell happened is right. It was going wrong from start to finish. Okay, I think. Okay, apologize. Here we go. Pause. I think that was such a dramatic move. It was definitely written all over the wall on that race from the formation lap all the way to the start. The whole thing was a shamble. Oh. I don't know what happened there. It was just mayhem. Race ended before it even started. You took the words out of my mouth. I can't believe it. It was one for the record. We're going to have to snip this sucker out and see what happens.
Is there going to be formation or not?
There's not going to do another formation lap because, fucking, no one wants it.
Nuts, bro.
Okay, so it's been announced that formation lap has been discarded. Hopefully by this, how many formation laps do we need in this starting of this? We got 2 formation laps and 1, we didn't even get a lap down. We barely got past first sector. So hopefully, would this be third the charm? Who knows?
And this time did not hit people.
But definitely we're going to have to, this is turning out to be a race for the ages. I'm going to have to record this. We're going to have some awesome little clips of this one. Who knew what the hell was going through Static? Did he lose his wheel? It looked like everyone lost that corner on the first corner. So it's definitely a racer. Look at this. Okay, so we have a couple of drivers who are anxious to start up. They're flashing, they're ready. We're just trying to get that grid relined up. That does take some time.
You can ready up, sorry for inconvenience.
And
by the way, free tire choice, no safety, no formation lap, sorry.
So we're already readying up free tire choice.
Yeah, no rules race, by the way, guys.
And possibly,
don't say that.
I don't know if you hear, but possibly no rule race. No.
Oh, who left? I'm ready. I'm ready.
I'm ready.
All right.
Ready up, boys. Ready up. I'm ready.
Who left?
I don't know if you could hear what's going on there. I'm sure you guys can. But these drivers are anxious to get
everyone just spam invite him.
I should have muted them all, but this is too entertaining to mute.
Are these game? Oh, it's
internet crash. Don't worry, we got time. Yeah, we do.
40 minutes overdue, but
Oh, what else can I do here, folks? And I don't know. Do you need me to do a song and dance to try to entertain you while this? It's unbelievable what's going on here. Hopefully, Division 2 is not the same as the Division 1. This is supposed to be the pro sets.
Oh wait, hang on.
Sorry. All I got to say is I'm taking a sip of beer on this one.
Where's? Oh, I was about to say where's lemon.
I might need another beer at the end of this race. The way this is going. Oh.
Alright, you can ready up now. I just had to put Rocco in third.
Okay, everyone's readied up. We're gonna get started pretty shortly here. We wanted to hear the parts of this. Okay, so we're just loading up the races here. No formation lap, free tire selection. Definitely change your setups. We just want to get racing. All right. Cross your fingers, cross your toes, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this race going again. Hopefully we can get this working for us and get back on schedule because we're all anxious for all 27 laps of Monza today. In 25 seconds, we are going to get started. Place your bets. Who's going to win today's race? Who's going to make it past corner 1, 2? Who's going to wipe out my number? I'm guessing Luminous is going to be the first one to take a crash. I'm sorry, Luminous. You're just, the odds are in favor. I'm definitely going to put my number onto you there. But there we go. There we go. Lights out. And away we go. And we're watching the crew in behind. Good takeoff again from Static. Will he nail that corner? Well, he does. And no crashes. Oh, a little bump from Luminous there on there, but no major crashes there. Everyone makes it through. There is a little incident in Sector 1. Nothing major. Everyone's holding their pace. Very good cornering. Everyone's keeping well behaved. Lima is dropping back about a second, but I'm sure he's going to pick up that time. Let me readjust the cameras here a little bit for everybody. We're going to... There we go, everybody. Now we have a full picture of the race and how it's unfolding for it. But an excellent launch by Static, getting some gap behind. Rocco's a second behind. He needs to pick up the pace here a little bit from his teammate. You got Ray Z hunting Rocco down as much as everyone else. We got a full virtual safety car on the track. So what has happened? It looks like Top Hat has taken a dive. So Top Hat is out of the race. Haas has not done well. Definitely not going to get any points on the leaderboard for now. So there goes Haas's opportunity. Come and join me at the bar, the beer tent. Oh, there we go. Luminous takes it on second. Oh, if I could only bet on the second lap, he would have taken it. But no, he had to prove me wrong. Damn him. Damn him. That was 20 bucks I lost. So there we go, virtual safety car ending, huge gap between. And Luminous gets gets the first penalty of the race for 5 seconds for cutting the corner. And there's a little incident in the back here. Oh, Luminous has broken a wing. We have Daniel. Oh, not sure what Luminous was trying to think there, but definitely took out his car. That may have been a purposely taken out, but so be it. Luminous is out of the race. Take Daniel with. Daniel took him with him, or he took him. I'm not sure. But race is back on. Race control has enabled 3 exciting laps. I can't believe it. Just killed. So Static is still holding. W, Rocco, close behind. Ray Z knocking on Rocco's back door. Just couldn't, he's kind of giving him a little push there. And then you got FHB, and then a huge lap gap between Arnold. Arnold is holding his own, but he's definitely trying to chase down FB. And then we got Acid and Danny Boy. Danny Boy is doing a nice little pass on the outside. Definitely plants it solid, gets in front. Oh, little touch, little go, just barely makes it through. Just makes it through, and Danny Boy clears the pack. And he has 4 seconds to make up, to regain that pack again. That's a lot to try, but he has the softs, and he definitely wants to try to utilize those softs as much as he can. So he definitely has to knock down that 4 seconds on per lap. So let's move up to, oh, who was that? Who was that? FHB has hit the wall. FHB has hit the wall. I caught a glimpse of that as I was rolling through. Definitely a virtual safety car again, the second one, and we're only lap 3. My goodness gracious. That's a little pressure off of Rocco. Rocco's definitely a little wiping the sweat off his brow on that because it was getting a lot of pressure. But now Ray Z is going to be right there on him. So they're going to clear up the track. Definitely a virtual safety car all throughout, so they're trying to maintain their delta. Danny Boy might be able to take advantage, which he has, a 2 second gap now, so he's knocked it down, so he's able to take advantage of the safety car. But it looks like Hondo can't pick up any more speed. This virtual car, safety car, is the safety car coming out? I don't know, this is a long virtual safety car. They're still trying to clean up the debris. They're going to be coming up to the sector where FHB hit the wall. I do believe it was around here. There we go. We got a green lights. Race back on. Virtual safety car over. So racing on. And Static is trying to extend his lead. He definitely wants to get that 1 second gap because they're right in that 1 second zone. He definitely wants to pull away and try to extend it. He has slightly, but did he get it in time? That's the question. No, they're still in the DRS, so W is able to creep up ever so slightly because that is very powerful. Rocco taking a look on the outside there of his teammate, but not just yet. He knows that W does have his pace on him. Holds him up a little bit. And Breezy, again, knocking on Rocco's back door. So Mercedes is definitely trying to hold back the rest of the Alpine. But definitely, look at that. Look. Oh, that was so close, so close, so close. We want to go this way, and we want to look at the race behind. So Ray Z is pushing a lot, trying to get into there. And we're coming through the DRS to see if he's close enough to get caught back up. Kicking into the slipstream. He's able to close the gap a little bit, but he wasn't able to capitalize on that just yet. And Static is growing his lead from W, definitely. So Rocco definitely wants to keep within W's slipstream. But Ray Z is really closing the door. And this is where he's going to pick up. Static picks up the fastest lap at 1:22. That is very powerful. For being a leader of the board, no slipstream, he's definitely utilizing those soft compounds as much as he can. He comes through the soft corners, all nice and no dirty air, no nothing, and very sweet. So there we go, 6 laps down, 4 drivers out, still to go. All 9th player in the limit, all he has to do is finish the race and he gets points. So just everyone try to behave. But it is a very, very close race, definitely. And Static's just cruising through. Definitely commanding, getting his commanding lead, 2-second lead, and he's picking it up. But Arnold is on a different strategy, so he just wants to try to get back up to the leaderboard. He has a little bit of a pace to pick up, but definitely wants to get there. So if he just holds true, he should be fine. And he's going to end up with the softs. And again, the rest of the drivers went on softs. You got Danny Boy trying to pick them up, but unfortunately those softs are probably starting to drift off a little bit. So the performance is not there, where the mediums are starting to get a little better now. So we got Million, who got knocked out back in the second, how do you want to call it, final race, and take a look at it, but he's taking his time. That's a skilled driver, picking and choosing, a little bit of a wibble wobble, do I do it, do I not, but he opted not to. Just follow the flow and wait for the proper door opening. But Acid does a hell of a move on Danny Boy there. That was an excellent pass on that one. And Danny Boy did not respond back kind. So Danny Boy is just going to sit behind. William Lima in the back, but he's right in the mix of it. Definitely holding his own there. Well, Danny Boy and Acid does battle it out. Let's take a look to see. Lima just crashed in the background as we saw. Safety car. Oh, this is good news for the soft drivers, soft compounds. Bad news for the medium. They wanted a safety car a little later. So that's going to be a hit. Ray Z gets a 5-second penalty. Oh, W gets a 5-second penalty. Sorry. So there we go. We got the leaders going into all the softs are going to go into pits right about now. Oh, no, my mistake. Static and W opted to stay out. They want to hold their position. They feel that they can keep this going. I think it's a little early for mediums. You would have to do a hard, but they may not last till the end of the lap. You have to take good care of these mediums. But the one that's going to hurt the most is Arnold. He's definitely going to hurt the most, where he has to wait later. Hopefully he can get another safety car, and that will play into his hand a little better. Even a virtual would help him, but this is our first. We've had a few virtuals, and this is our first safety car rotation. As the pack starts to close up in Sector 2, we're going to follow him. Not sure what happened to Rocco. Rocco looks like he's ghosting. He definitely has an X on him. Hopefully he can reconnect and get back into the game. You got Acid leading the trio in the back, trying to catch up to the safety car. Rocco is rejoining the game. I can see him rejoining, so hopefully he can get back in time before the safety car is released. We'll sit on top of Ray Z. And there we go. We got, oh, what a fake out. Fake out Static. Static fakes everyone out thinking he's going into the pits, and he doesn't. So let's take a look at the penalties. So W unfortunately picks up a 5-second penalty. What for? What did he get for a penalty for? What? Let's take a look at his incident here. W gets the penalty for severe collision with Ray Z, 5 seconds. So that may depend on what happens. That sounds like it happened under the safety car, and that may be removed. Depending on the incident. But again, that is going to be a decision that the FIA has to make at the end of the race. So as it stands, he still has that 5-second penalty. He may serve it when he does do his pit stop. So that's going to even hurt him a little bit more. Because he didn't do it under a safety car, he's going to have to do this under racing conditions and lose 5 seconds. That's going to hurt him a little bit more, in my opinion. What do you think here, fans? Everyone's been very quiet in the chat room today. All right, there we go. We just got an announcement that safety car is in this lap. So we're going to see a backup here. Static is going to prep up. He definitely has a disadvantage, but he's got W behind him, holding back W and Arnold, holding back the crowd. But he's just going to wait. He's holding it back. It's not his first rodeo being in this position, so he definitely knows how to get things going. Gives W a little bit of a false hope there. And they're all launching at it. Here we go. Arnold get past Rocco a little bit there. Definitely a little bit of a fight going on in here. So Arnold ends up sticking it past Rocco. Oh, Static does a little bit of a wipeout, but he got to back on track. But still, excellent takeoff on W, keeping it in the slipstream with Static. And Arnold coming in for a late dive there, but definitely an awesome battle between Static and W. They're definitely battling it out well. The Static needs to pick that up and get him out of his range. He has 3 more laps to try to get that gap built. Definitely Arnold W gained that gap between Arnold with the battle he had with Rocco. And Rocco needs to just get his head back in the game. But he knows that Arnold has to go and get Arnold has to go in for a lap. There we go. 1 lap down, 10 laps down, 11 laps down, sorry. After the safety car. Not a lot of action on that one, but definitely look at this. Rocco has regained his position. Lillian has dropped. Ray Z has jumped in front of Lillian too. Here we go. There's definitely a little bit of a change in the leadership. So Rocco's back on top, right behind W, and trying to make up that 1.5 interval time again. But Arnold is not going to let him off the hook that easy. W is falling back. Static is definitely showing his true pace on his race. He's definitely in well controlled on this, and he's definitely showing a true pace. So be interesting to see what lap he's going to be coming into to try to change to mediums. Unknown player, welcome to the crew. Yeah, we missed him. So many DNFs. You missed the excitement. You should have been here. It was such a chaotic starting of the race. It was awesome. Definitely for the books. Static puts down again, fastest lap. Old tires, 11 laps old, and still showing his pace to be strong. Definitely, and Ray Z is still commanding, hasn't been able to pull away from Millennium. Millennium is still hanging on. There was a recent pass there, and he's still hanging on. Same thing with Arnold. Arnold has not let Rocco off his sight after passing him. He's not giving up yet. He's definitely going to be keeping him close by. Passing the corner in sector 2, yep. Here we go. There we go. I got misplaced, and there's the DRS zone. But hasn't engaged. This will be the lap that will be implemented. Ray Z seems to be picking up a little bit of a pace, but New Million is still on his tail. And the battle continues between Rocco and Arnold. And DRS is enabled now. But he wasn't able to catch up to him. Oh, what a little wipeout from Ray Z. Ray Z gets back on the track. He falls way behind. Arnold, sorry, I said Ray Z, but I meant Arnold. So Arnold is all the way back. That's the price. 12 lap tires, but the leaders are 12 laps. These are the racing tires still, and yet they're pulling it out. W is falling further and further behind. Rocco is right there, same pace behind. So there's definitely a gap going on here. And the driver of the day, hands down, Static, commanding the lead from start to finish, constantly always pulling away. He's on a whole new level today, and that's going to change the leaderboard for sure on the standings itself. I'm just pulling up the standings right now, actually, everybody. So if par goes good, sorry for the lines here. If par goes good, this is going to promote Static completely from 13th place all the way up. So he has the potential to go from 13 all the way up to almost 7th or 6th place. Definitely going to be quite a bit of a jump here for this guy. So even 5th, even 5th, he definitely has a chance at 4th to get back at Danny Boy. So this is going to put him back on the map. Alpine is going to definitely love this to try to move them up on the constructors from 7th all the way up. And Rocco, unfortunately, just falling further. He did do his Rocco. Okay, so W ends up pitting. As I was talking and I missed it, looks like W did pit for some mediums now. So that was his first move. So he's looking for an overcut. Will Static come answer back on this? He doesn't want to leave this unanswered. He definitely wants to talk to his pit crew and try to maintain that lead, because definitely W could have the opportune time to capitalize. So here he goes. He goes into the pit. And that brings us to a new leader as the race. As he crosses the line, Rocco is now leading the race with New Millennium, Ray Z. Quite a bit of a shuffle here on it. But Static is in the pits. Arnold ended up going in the pits, and he's going on soft. So he's going to try to finish off the race with soft. So he needs to pick up the pace. This is hard for him to do this. Hopefully, he's hoping for a safety car. That is going to be his only godsend. I do believe he stopped. Let's see how many times they stopped. I think Arnold ended up stopping once. So all the drivers have stopped once. But Arnold's strategy didn't work out on the safety car, which I thought they would have gone in. But definitely, he needs to make up some serious time on this. So we're looking at this. Ray Z is really trying to attack Millennium again, trying to get past new podium. These guys are going to hold on to their 6 laps in their tires. Definitely has the pace. I believe their tire wear are going to hold, but it's definitely going to be a lot softer. So Static, unfortunately, may not be able to have that podium win that he was looking for. But he definitely has to learn to pick up the pace. Ray Z gets around the Millennium. Oh, I'm so thirsty, guys. This is just getting so exciting, this race. It's one thing after the other after the other. We got Danny Boy, Acid, all in the back, waiting to jump, and then there's Static, all on his own. 11 seconds. We're going to have to keep an eye on his time, but look at the time just go down. Every so often, he's making that work for him. Is he picking up a second lap? Unknown, but he's pretty darn close to doing that. Definitely looking like he's on a strong pace. And then we got Dubby, who's just trying to get right back into it. He tried to do the undercut, but definitely with the 9-second difference, he wasn't able to do it. An unfortunate Hana, but you know what? He's as 8th place. We're still going to see some points out of all the drivers. As long as last time I said that, one dropped out, so I'm going to knock on a little bit of wood. Hopefully they can all keep in there. Arnold needed a safety car, but let's hope that he doesn't cause the safety car. Ray Z trying to break up the air, but definitely trying to get into contention. And there could be a little bit of a move there. It could be a little bit of move. Malillion did a little dive, but he poked his nose in there, but Danny got his nose in there, so he backed off, looking for the undercut. There, status quo, a little good defending on Ray Z's part, definitely. That skill drive right there. Not buckling under pressure. But the race is far from over. We have still 10 more laps to go. And these are 8-year laps, so we're going to be at 18 laps on mediums. Can they make it, and can they do well with this track? This track is brutal for tire wear. Look at another inside. Take a look. A little bang on the wing, but no damage. Just a light top. Get out of my way. And definitely moves on through. So didn't see any carbon fiber fly off that one, but definitely a little bit of a warning to Malillion. It says, this is my corner. On the Acid, Afrotron, and you see Acid in the back. He's trying to make a move here. Malillion gets the lead. Acid trying to do a little bit of work back there. Danny Boy trying just to defend his position. He lost one position. Acid moves up. Danny Boy, Danny Boy's in the back. Ray Z trying to take him from the outside, using probably his ERS, gets him on the inside corner, a little bit of a wheel bang, still side by side, all through the corner. What an exciting turn, goes through side by side, still not letting up. No driver wants to give it up yet. What a determined driver. DRS open. Unfortunately, Ray Z didn't get the DRS, but he is definitely defending with his heart. Heart of the lion. Alpine is defending like a lion. Go figure. Coming down, look at that 3 wide. What's going to happen? Addison just kind of slips right through. Oh my God, Addison takes second place. Take a look. He fights him and takes advantage of the battle between Ray Z and Malillion. And Malillion pays the price, loses his position, goes all the way back, but he's not done yet. He's not done. Danny Boy's come back, gets the outside lane, gets the inside lane. Look at this, a fight back and forth and back. Acid loses his position. Oh, where's the AED? He's giving me a heart attack. These guys will not let up. They want this. They want this. And what's happened? Look at what's happening here so far. Where's Static? Static is moving up. He was like 3 laps ago. He was 10 seconds, 3 seconds. You see him in the distance. He's going to be part of this mix. Definitely going to. With these guys fighting it, it's helping him so much that he's going to be into this mix of fight. And this race is far from over. Rocco's holding a solid lead with 7 seconds with Ray Z, but definitely there is going to be some battle going on for second place. Second and third is really being fought for. I can't keep track of these guys. These guys are just going all over, passing left, right, left. They're settling down a little bit there, but no, look at this. There we go. We got Million taking a peek. No, he doesn't quite. Acid drops in, does a little dive bomb, almost lost it, but he recovers it. Definitely he slid there a little bit, but he recovers his car. No damage, no carbon fiber I saw fly. But they aren't given any quarters here whatsoever. They are going crazy. And Static's within the DRS zone. Look at him. He's going to be right in there. DRS open. This is, oh, look at it. Static is almost getting ready to take a move in the background there. You may see this happen. You may see this happen. Look at Static just getting it in the drift zone. Almost, oh, a little bang here and there. Kind of forgot he was there. Gets him past his corner. Gets a double pass on one corner. Whoa. And unfortunately, Millennium probably got some damage or lost faith on his tires and definitely coming in. But Static takes 4th position. Oh, all right, so there we go. Static is back into this race. He may still have an opportune time. I don't know if he's going to get pole, but look at this. Alpine is going to go all over Ferrari. Ray Z passes Ferrari. Who's next? Who's next? Static goes. Oh, he just peeks his nose, but he's definitely letting the Ferrari know, I'm here. And there's Static right behind. He goes for it. He goes for it. He's going on the outside lane. And he makes it stick. He makes it stick. He makes it stick. Under 1 lap, he passes 4 people. Almost 3-4 people under 1 lap. He's coming back with a vengeance. Now, will this be team orders for Static? Is just going to fly right past Ray Z. Unfortunately, the team knows that Static has the pace, so there's going to be no challenge. Ray Z gets slipped right in there, and he's getting ready to defend that corner for Static. So now Static going to be knocking on Rocco's back door. Rocco must be worried. He's been out on his own, and now he's going to see the Alpine in his rearview mirror. He's way in the back. He's sitting all by himself, driving. He's probably trying to save up some DRS. He has 13-lap old tires, and Static is going to come out with newer tires on him. Definitely going to be a race to the finish line. If I know Static, there's enough laps here to get him on lap 25, and we're going to see a new race happen there. So definitely going to help Static move up in the drivers. And here we go. We got now the forgotten drivers in the back, Dubby and Arnold. Dubby has Acid now in his sights. He definitely wants to try to get some points for Mercedes to try to keep them in the Constructors' Championship. Right now they're in 3rd place, so he definitely needs to try to answer back to Alfa Romeo. And unfortunately, Alfa Romeo is not doing well on this race, so definitely it's going to hurt them in the long run. So DRS is open. Got a little bit of a train. Zoops by both sides of Acid. Acid has no answers to give. And both drivers pass Acid. Oh! Arnold hangs it in there. definitely hangs it in there. So Acid now has lost 2 positions. Lillian has picked up the fastest lap. That's what he wanted. He's in 8th place. He know he has in the back, but he knew he has to build up some points here. So good for him. Good for him to get that fastest lap. So we got Static still trying to catch up to Rocco. I do believe he has 2 more laps and he has some pace going on. So definitely going to be a race for that. Ray Z held on to 3rd place, and he's put himself a little bit of a gap between Danny Boy. So he's definitely going to have to keep that going, keep that consistent. Danny Boy is going to get his last chance at the DRS and keep him reeled in. Other than that, he's going to lose control, and he's going to fall further back. So he needs to make up some time on this one. He definitely needs to keep him in this lap. And he's just barely hanging on, but Ray Z is holding. And we got Arnold and W. They're both fighting it out a little bit. Both have the same lap, but yet Arnold has the soft, W has the mediums. And Arnold's tires are starting to fade off on him. He knows it. He just wants to keep within that slipstream. And there we go. As we see, Ray Z is picking up the pace. Every so often, he just barely gets him out of the DRS zone, and then not quite enough. So there's the DRS opening up for him and going to close up the gap. Definitely a challenge for Ray Z to try to keep that distance. But if he can maintain that distance, he has an opportune time to lock into 3rd place. Static is picking up a 2nd or 2 so far, so it could be a potential. He's losing a little bit of pace there, or Rocco gained some pace, saving his tires, knowing that this challenge was coming, and picked up some speed. But you can see in the distance, Rocco could see the distance of Static getting ever so closer. So definitely the sweat is starting to go on his brow, trying to maintain. He has 2 more laps to try to keep this pace. Acid just doing a fantastic race, kept himself out of trouble. 16 lap old tires. He knows it's faded, but he's definitely trying to bring home some points to the team. Arnold W fighting it as usual. Cats and dogs, dogs and cats. And then we got Danny Boy. Danny Boy is getting ever so closer back to Ray Z, so there is a little bit of a competition here. So it could be a fight to the final end. Danny Boy's probably saying, I want to make my move on the next lap or 2 for 3rd place. So definitely a good challenge going on there as we wind down this race. So, as known, Blair, you believe Static is too far, but I kind of thought he was going to he lost out his pace a little bit, still winding it down a little bit, but you're absolutely right. I think he's going to have to settle with the 2nd place. But excellent driving skills from Static. Definitely, he was commanding the lead, commanding the race. He deserved 1st place, but he's going to get himself 2nd. But he's going to get himself a place on the podium. A little bit of a peak there with the Danny Boy. They're getting really close to each other. Look, Ray Z got a penalty point for exceeding limits, and there's nothing he can do about that. Nothing. We all saw that he went off the track a bit on a spin out, and he lost it. Oh, what a shame. What a shame on that. So now he has a 3-second penalty, and that's going to hurt him drastically with Dubby in behind too. So Dubby just needs to pick up the pace a little bit more, and he can actually move up to 4th place. So Danny Boy has to sit back and enjoy the race. That's a disappointment to Danny. Danny must be, Ray Z must be cursing right now, sorry. Danny Boy must be going nuts. Get the beer open, boys. We're coming home. Acid gets a 3-second penalty, but he's comfortable. He has a comfortable, well, not really, not much of a comfort. He definitely needs to pick up the pace a little bit, but that's an opportune time for Million to pick up the pace a little bit and get that 1 second off. Whoa, whoa, that was intense right there. That was intense there. Razy's defending. He doesn't want to give up his position, but he knows he's going to drop a bit. Final lap for everybody. We got Static 2 seconds. Not enough track to get back in. And then we have Rocco breathing a sigh of relief. Coming down to the final straight. Sees Static coming strong on. Final corner. Rocco comes around. Nice and smooth. 18 laps old. Gives a little bit of a shake to the crowd. Almost loses it. Crosses the line. Static number 2. Ray Z number 3. Will he get... No, he goes wide. Ray Z goes wide. But he has that 3-second penalty that's going to push him back to all the way to W. W passes Ray Z. Oh my God, W and Arnold passes him. Knocks him all the way from 3rd to 6th. What a disappointment. And then we got Acid and Millennium coming across the line. There's Acid finally crossing that checkered line. And there's the race, everybody. Final race. What an exciting race. I can't believe that. Disappointing for Ray Z. Definitely disappointing for Ray Z. Static must be a little happy to recover back some of his race. But definitely, there we go. Mercedes takes the pole position of race. Rocco, congratulations to Mercedes. Alpine 2nd, and then we got a William team on 3rd. Pulls that out of the hat just because of penalties. Lucky enough, poor Alpine. They could have had the 2-3, but there was that little incident, and that's the way the cookie crumbles. So there we go. There's our lineup, everybody. Rocco, Static, Danny Boy, podium finishes, W, Arnold, Ray Z, New Million, and Acid. Unfortunately, the rest of the team didn't do that well. So that's a disappointment to the rest of the team. Hopefully, we can get. That was one of the better races that I've seen yet these days. So hopefully, down the road we can get a little more drivers. That's going to be most exciting. So let's pause that here, and let's see if we can find some drivers who are willing to do a little bit of an interview today. Typically, I can never get someone to do interviews, but look at this. We have some drivers. So let's pull in Rocco, which was the leader of the day today, and pull him into our talks here. Good day, Rocco. What a finish. What a finish. Great finish for the team there. Must have been holding back. You had a commanding lead there for once you got the path cleared, and you must have been worried about Static catching up onto you.
In my ERS.
I'm
Be
sorry.
careful.
Could you say that again? I had you on mute. I apologize. Please say that again.
I was saying, what's it called? I wasn't worried about Static up until he passed Ray's, but then as soon as he passed Ray's, then I knew I should start to think about keeping my ERS handy just in case.
Yes, we saw you pick up the pace as he was getting closer. So he was reeling you down, and all of a sudden the pace started to show there, and it was very impressive. So definitely on a good strategy. Come out of nowhere on that, and definitely come back and be competitive. Congratulations, a positive win on your end, and great for the team.
Also the first home win I've had.
That's the first home win. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness! You must be excited. The team, the Italy is going to be all over you. It's a party night tonight for Italy. That's for sure.
Party night for me, that's for sure. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much for joining. I'm going to pull in Static in here, and thank you for joining
Thank you,
us.
man.
And congratulations again.
Thank you very much, Maverick.
Static Maverick here. Would love to have a word with
Hello.
you if you can. Awesome race. Very commanding pace you had there.
Yep.
What you definitely was holding a good pace. What made you like? I don't know the conversation you had with your teams and that, but you definitely had it. Why didn't you go in under the safety car into the pits?
I told Ray that I should pick on the head or something like that. I should have told him that I'm pitting. Like I should have been more demanding. But he was like, "No, you've got the pace. If you pit, if we double stack, we'll lose the position and we'll get a double podium, whatever." But I stayed out. Realized then it was the wrong choice, and it was fucked from there. I maybe could have caught Rocco, but tough one.
Yeah, that is it's a you just ran out of track room, unfortunately. Well, I predicted that you were going to have him on 25 laps, but you definitely ran out, unfortunately. But definitely a commanding pace. You definitely had that from top to bottom. But you know what? You still got second place. Great points for the team. Great points for you. You're definitely going to move up in the championship on that one. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's just very annoying. The fact of the matter is, I probably could have caught him if I, did some things different with the traffic and if I pushed earlier, because I was setting faster laps on older tyres and I wasn't on newer tyres. So it's a lot of things I maybe could have caught him and maybe give you a bit of something to shout about. But yeah.
Well, thank you very much for joining us. I'm going to let you go back to your team. I'm going to pull in your teammate Ray Z and have a little bit of interview with him too. Thank you. Ray Z, welcome. Do you have a few minutes to have a few say in the interview?
Sure.
Oh, what a disappointment to you, Ray Z. You were holding well. You worked well with your teammate Static. We just heard from him. And unfortunately, one of the final laps, you hit the limits. What happened? What was running through your mind on that?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't even know what I was thinking at that moment. I was just so confused and everything, and I went just over the white line. So I don't know what happened, to be honest. I have to go back and look at it.
Well, impressive race, definitely from top to bottom. You were holding your own. You definitely was a team player on that race too. When Static needed to get by you, you let him by without a challenge. But all in all, it should have been your race, but we all know these things happen. And sixth place, unfortunately, is a big hit. But congratulations, anyways. Impressive driving skills, and the fans were happy on everything. So thank you very much.
No problem.
Well, thank you. We'll let you get back and talk it over with your teammates, and we'll get back to you later. How's that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Thanks. Now, did we bring in Dubby? Dubby did finish on fourth, and let's bring in Dubby here. Dubby's sitting here. Hey, Dubby, how you doing? This is Maverick. You have a few minutes to have a little talk on the interview?
Yeah, I have a few minutes.
Excellent. So, excellent driving skills. You pulled out a fourth place. Did that surprise you on the fourth place there, considering where you were standing?
Yeah, not really, because I think I had a pretty decent pace actually, so I never really thought that I could get anything less than that.
Well, definitely helps out with the Mercedes team. Mercedes is definitely going to be moving up and attacking Alfa Romeo on the constructors championship, and this is definitely going to help you on yourself too, on the sense that this is probably going to move you up on the board too a little bit. You have Lehman that was your competitor just above you, and now you should be able to take second place and attacking Arnold. So how do you feel about that?
Yeah, I feel good actually.
Good job. I think actually you may have enough. You have 9 points difference between Arnold and yourself, so I think that may actually put you just over top. So you may be perhaps, depending on the FAI decisions, if there's any coming down, you may be the driver's new leader. So that must be exciting news to you and your team.
Yeah, it's very exciting, but looking at the static speed today, I don't think we can keep hold of that for too long, but we'll try.
Good show. So we look forward to you in the next race, and congratulations for the win today.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, everybody. Well, that's the load of the race. I'm going to give the rest of the day back to you, but I appreciate every one of you joining us today. Again, if this is your first time joining, you're welcome to join our Discord. Our Discord is in the channel, and also like and follow. And we look forward to tomorrow's race at Monza with Division 2. Hopefully, we have just as exciting race as we did today, and I look forward to seeing each and every one of you tomorrow. Thank you. This is Maverick signing off, and have an awesome race day.